everyone, and welcome to another episode of Peteman Reviews. Before we get started on today's review, I just wanted to say check out the links below for some other creators and have a look at some of their videos. Make sure you subscribe and see what they've got. Links below. Some of the key ones that I want you to have a look at are Transformers and Beer. Got a great podcast every Friday, which you can look at afterwards. They also do lots of interesting pickups and reviews, and also Pew. I struggle with the pronunciation of that one. Sorry, Pew. But he does also some great reviews as well. Have a look. See, we don't do the same Transformers. Obviously, there's only so many Transformers you can look at, so there is going to be some duplicates, but it's always worth getting a different perspective. So check out the links below as well, and we'll crack on with our review. Today we are looking at the Generation 2 Decepticon Staxx. Now this is one of the final releases of Generation 2. It's actually what's called a Powered Master. Now when I first saw this I thought, Power Masters. I didn't realise they did Power Masters for G2, thinking along the lines of people like Getaway and Slapdash and Dreadwind. No, this is completely different. This is more like Topspin and Twin Twist and Runabout and Run Amok from the original series. So, Staxx spelt like that, with a kind of stylised Decepticon's name on the list. PM1, Power Master number 1. Not a bad idea. Unusually, on the rear, as you can see here, there's a Hasbro mark, made in China, but no Takara logo. Now, reading on TF Wiki, the speculation is that this wasn't involving Takara, so it's one of the final makes from Hasbro, sold in Europe. I don't actually know if it was sold in America. I assume so, but you would expect a more simplified transformation with no Takara involvement. Let's have a look at the truck. So it's actually quite impressive styling. You've got a little pulley there for a no trailer. Unfortunately, Staxx never came with a trailer, but you can see the idea behind it. Got some nice detailing on the cab work. The front got a very nice grille on it. You do have an unfortunate screw right at the front there, although, do you know what, it actually kind of works, and you've got the nice intakes there. It's a really good truck mode, actually. Very reminiscent of some of the movie versions recently of Optimus Prime. So yeah, I'm impressed with it. Power Master mode, or Powered Master mode. So you pull him back, and he whizzes across. It's actually got quite a large whiz screen. If I just pull out, whiz screen being of course the technical term for it whizzing across the screen, pull it back, and it goes off. So you just do that, and it's got a surprisingly long, large amount of motion for what you had. Now he doesn't transform, so whereas someone like Topspin here, you put it along and he transforms, he doesn't, but he does. So he does have that pull back motion. That is the Powered Master. So let's have a look at robot mode. These Staxx, hence the name, pull out and become the gun in robot mode. Not too bad actually. So there is no unfortunate pull in. This is just to wind up the motor. It has nothing to do with the transformation. You pull this up here, like so. This flips up like that. This then flips back like that. And unfortunately, that's it. Oh dear, it's all gone very wrong, hasn't it? Let's put the gun in. Put the gun in like that. Oh dear. That does not look a good transformer, does it? Let's zoom in a bit there so you get an idea. Well, so one of the last G2 ones made. Is it going out with a whimper or going out with a bang? I don't even think it's a whimper. I mean, just look at that. The only sign that this is really a robot, not even a transformer, but a robot, is the head. Oh, let's just want to get the zoom in there. What the heck has happened with his head? You know, he doesn't appear to have a mouth. Doesn't appear. I'm just trying to get as much of the zoom in there as I can. If I bring the guy closer. There's a nose. Yeah, there's a nose. I see that. I can't see much in the way of a mouth or eyes. Dreadful. Guns. Well, he permanently is in this pose. You know, there is zero articulation on the guns, other than to do that, which is his transforming. Zero articulation on the arms. Feet, come on, really? That's not foot. And that's it. You know, he can't be perfectly straight because this unfortunately is not quite level with that, so he's always going down. He should be kind of like that to be straight, so he can't even be straight. He points slightly upwards. That's just, they're not even trying with the robot. They're not even trying. I mean, look at that. That looks dreadful. That looks dreadful. There is no angle where this guy looks good. He's not the worst powered master robot mode. Oh no, there's one guy who, I haven't got him, and I don't intend to, but his arms point down with no articulation. So he can fire at the ground. Yeah, that's going to be useful in a fight, isn't it? Dreadful. We compare him size-wise against one of the more recent releases from the Titans Return release to Inferno. Well, they're not really comparable, are they? This guy is infinitely better. Let's look at the old Topspin range from Generation 1. Yeah, you know, actually they're surprisingly of a similar height. Topspin has next to zero articulation, but oh, look at this! His arms go up and they go down. Topspin is therefore, surprisingly, given how limited the articulation on Topspin is, or am I talking about Twin Twist here? I'm pretty sure I'm talking about Topspin, but regardless, he's got more articulation than him, and his articulation is poor. His articulation is non-existent. So, where we come through all this, is this guy worth getting? Depends what you want. If you want a robot, yeah, just don't even bother. Just don't even bother if he's a robot. However, as a truck, do you know what? He is a really great looking truck. Not necessarily a transformer when he's in a truck, but I'm moving him back ever so slightly. As a truck, as a powered master, if you will, actually Staxx is really good. As a robot, as a transformer, he's really, really, really bad. So, what do you want? Do you want a transformer that can transform? Well, yeah, you do, because that is the whole point of a transformer. Otherwise, you've effectively got a Hot Wheels car. And if you wanted a Hot Wheels car, you'd buy a Hot Wheels car. You wouldn't buy a Generation 2 transformer, which inevitably will have cost more money. So ultimately, I'm afraid he is a big disappointment. So, if you want to spend your money on a powered master, get Staxx. If you want to spend your money on a transformer, I would suggest virtually anything else. Thank you very much for watching. Please click and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.